Hey there, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to start a new chapter, that is Combustion and Flame, from class 8 Science NCERT. Okay, so with our prior knowledge, we know that the changes in states of matter are of two types. Those are chemical change and physical change. Physical changes are the reversible changes that do not involve any change in the chemical composition of the substance. For example, melting, freezing, etc. Like after melting a piece of ice, you can again collect that water, keep it inside the freezer, and you can get back the same ice again. Nothing has changed actually. But in case of chemical change, the very chemical constitution of the substance is hampered. For example, digestion of food. The proteins chemically converted to amino acids inside our body cannot be retained as proteins again, right? Other such examples are chemical battery usage, combustion, etc. Now, having said that combustion is a chemical change, let's understand what exactly is it. By definition, when a substance reacts with oxygen giving off heat and light, we call it as combustion, and the substance undergoing combustion is called as fuel. So, does that mean everything around us starts burning by itself just because it is in the environment of oxygen? Of course not. It means there are certain more conditions for the process of combustion to take place. So, let's see what are they. The first one is fuel. Definitely, because that is the only thing that is going to get burnt. Second is air to supply oxygen. And the third one is heat to provide the appropriate ignition temperature. For example, there is a matchstick. It does not start burning just by bringing it near the gas burner. We need to rub it against the matchbox surface, right? So what happens is, by rubbing, due to the friction between the two surfaces, enough heat is produced which is required by the chemical substance present on the matchstick head and the cover to be able to react and undergo combustion. So we conclude that heating until the ignition temperature is a necessary condition for combustion to take place. And by definition, the lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is called its ignition temperature. For example, the ignition temperature for vegetable oil is 424 degrees Celsius, while that for petrol is 280 degrees Celsius. You can notice the difference between the ignition temperature of the two. The ignition temperature of petrol is far lower than that of vegetable oil. In fact, you might have heard many times regarding instructions in petrol filling stations like don't smoke or don't use lighter. That is because the ignition temperature of petrol is quite low and it can easily catch fire and address to disastrous conditions. And such substances which easily catch fire with the flame are called inflammable substances. Examples being petrol, alcohol, liquefied petroleum gas, etc. So, there are a lot more real life instances where we learn about combustion, be it use of fuel or fire extinguishing techniques or forest fires, and so on. We will be looking into them in detail later on. Till then, bye bye, and thank you so much for watching.